morning and thank you for tuning in. This is Walter Mithkite reporting for GNN, the Gielinor News Network. This morning's leading story is about Port Khazard. Earlier this week, viewers were reporting that Port Khazard had slain the awakened leviathan 54 times without visiting a bank. We immediately sent our ground crew to Port Khazard for an interview.
I just run the trawler around here at the park. I haven't even slain a leviathan, let alone an awakened one. I mean, shoot, I didn't even slay more than a sea turtle. I definitely no sea turtle slaying on my trawler. And nope, we love turtles. I don't even use straws, to be honest.
Murphy? Who's Murphy? That didn't seem conclusive at all. Do we have another clip? Oh well. That said, if these reports are true, anything less than 54 kills in one trip is some noob-type content now. I remember in the past all Gielinorians stood in awe of what that adventurer Whoops could do. Oh man, I really miss him. Speaking of killing monsters, the Abyssal sire sent in a message that adventurers were defeating it much more quickly. Its respiratory system seems to be weaker. When we asked the sire why this may have happened, it shared that it recently mortgaged some of its strengths with the demon of Pax, Yama. Wait, isn't this the demon that Nomad from Solwars mentioned? That can't be right. What is right, however, is that the prudes over on Entrana are getting with the times and letting adventurers bring imcando hammers to the island. Some of the monks shared that this progressive theology is exactly what the Zamorakian worshippers would do. This change comes after the historical murder of a monk on Entrana at the hands of a, mithril bow sword? Oh, this is what the writers are doing these days, making stuff up. Oh, please. Queen Elamaria of Varrock is also pleading, for what you may ask, that adventurers stop hopping over her trellis. The vines she is growing are delicate, and the constant shouts of parkour are waking up King Rolls from his afternoon nap. Queen Elamaria insisted that we also report that chinchompas, what she calls her furry friends, are now laying on the ground when released instead of running away. We would reach out to Larry from the Ardoon Zoo for an explanation, but his episode on last week's broadcast has made us fear that future appearances could reduce our credibility. King Rold would only let us air this segment if we clarified that Queen Elamaria's furry friends were indeed chinchompas and not the, people that go to the one convention at the Felidor Party Room every year. In other news, earlier this week there was a brief announcement from the Justice Administration and Governors of Exchange, more commonly known as Jagex. For those unaware, Jagex is the arbitrator that creates rules for the Grand Exchange and the various kingdoms of Gielinor. In this announcement, Jagex made Gielinorians aware of their efforts to punish criminals. Since January, unlicensed advertising, what some call spam, has been cracked down on, resulting in over 5,000 mutes as reported by Jagex. Since March, citizens responsible for reporting rule breakers are now notified in the message section of their Jagex account on their ComOrb. Soon, all support requests will be made available through this location. Speaking of soon, Jagex announced they are pursuing expedited response times of less than 48 hours. This summer, Jagex also plans on starting a campaign to increase Jagex account adoption among citizens. For citizens worried about criminals hacking into their Jagex account, they should be able to rest more easily, as Jagex has also announced that account hijacking detection will be arriving this summer as well. If some citizens have found themselves being a victim of a false conviction, they should look forward to the improved appeal process that should arrive this summer. The last feature Jagex announced was that after summer ends, their support team will be available through a live chat feature available on your ComOrb. That said, buyers of illicit currencies should be aware that this autumn, Jagex will be turning their attention to citizens using Gielinorian gold to exchange it for illegal currencies. After that last announcement, Jagex teased some features in the distant future, like their application running on Linux-based ComOrbs. Our last story is a report from Ashenfall. The newly discovered continent is the home of dragons, but that has not stopped the expedition team from leaving Port Sarim and setting sail. The wise old man, Zanuck, Vanica, and Doric have established a lodestone and are now allowing brave adventurers to teleport out. My very own twin brother, Walter Mithkite, has thrown together his report.
This is Walter Mithkite on the continent of Ashenfall. The land is beautiful, but a nearby dragon by the name of Velgar does not seem too happy about our presence. I approached him for an interview and he had this to say. Confused as to what exactly we are doing here, I approached the wise old man for guidance.
What are we doing here? Oh boy, let me tell you, do you know what dragons mean? Treasure. Do you know what a whole continent filled with dragons mean? An entire continent filled with treasure. I'm coming out of retirement, baby.
Treasure, of course. To everyone viewing at home, I must say, Ashenfall is beautiful, and I see the other adventurers that came through the lodestone doing some really neat stuff. I would encourage any adventurer that has not adventured into the Dragonwilds to do so. Back to you with the desk, Walter.
Why did Wallace's camera footage have a higher resolution than the one here at the studio? First, he steals my look with my mustache, and now he has the audacity to one-up my studio setup with a higher resolution camera? Mom, I know you're listening, but I cannot wait for Wallace to find out that there are no lodestones sending adventurers back to Gielinor. It is a one-way trip, brother. In any case, this wraps up our broadcast this morning. Thank you for listening. This is Walter Mithkite for GNN, signing out.